Hi, welcome back. Welcome to my channel Techie Krish, and as usual, I'm going to discuss user-defined functions in Python. In my last video, I discussed the parameters. I discussed how to pass a list to the user-defined function, and this time I'm going to discuss how to pass a tuple, how to pass a dictionary to a user-defined function, and we'll also discuss how to avoid unintended modifications in user-defined functions. So before I move ahead, I'll request if you have not subscribed my channel, kindly subscribe it and press the bell icon also. And one more plea, that is, if you have any problem, facing any problem, kindly let me know through the description box. If you write any message for me, I would love to see the message and resolve your query. Let's move to our presentation. So here I'm going to discuss user-defined functions. So let's zoom the slide, and now I'm going to pass a tuple as a parameter to a user-defined function. So passing tuple as a parameter. So what happens when you pass a tuple as parameter? The function receives the tuple as whole and can access its elements using indexing or unpacking. Means on the basis of index within the function, we'll be able to access the element of the tuple. So see here, I created a function. Here you'll see, since this is immutable type and I'm going to modify the data of the tuple, so I have created a function like try modify tuple, and here I'll pass a tuple. Here my tuple parameter or argument will receive the tuple, and inside the function I'll try to change the values of the tuple. So what happens when uh, I change the values of a tuple? So within the function, the changed values are seen, but back home or in the source, we'll not be able to see the changes. So this is unimpacted when it comes back to the original, its original place. So here you see the original tuple is 1 2 3, and before function call, the original tuple is 1 2 3 4. I mean yes, 1 2 3 4. And when I call the function try modify tuple with the original tuple, so when I pass this tuple and within this function the values of this parameter, that is my tuple, this that is a positional parameter, its values are changed. Okay, so it was in the source area, it was 1 2 3, but here within the user defined function I changed a bit, means I replaced 1 with 100. So my tuple 100 comma 2 comma 3. So within this premise, the values of my tuple will be 100 2 and 3, but back home when you see, the original list will not be impacted. The original list or original tuple will be the same value, will have the same values like 1 2 and 3. Okay, so after this I'll show you in my collab. So the same which I discuss right now, I'll show you in my collab. So see here in my collab notebook, just have maximize the screen. Tuple is an immutable, as you know, because I'm going to pass a tuple as parameter. If it is tried to modify a tuple inside a function, it will likely encounter an error. Okay, and if a tuple is reassigned within the function to a new tuple, the original tuple outside the function will remain unchanged. So if the first thing, you cannot change the values of the tuple. If somehow the new tuple is assigned to the tuple variable, it remains, it carries the new values, but back home the original tuple will not be impacted, means this would be unchanged. This will be unchanged in from the place where we called from. So on that place we will find that the tuple we pass to the user defined function will not be impacted by the user defined function. Correct? So when we run this code, I mean this function, we'll realize that it's taking time. So as soon as I execute this code, so my original tuple is, or the values of original tuple are 1, 2 and 3. And when we call the function and inside the function I change the value, means I replaced 1 with 100. So inside the function we reassigned the tuple with the values 100, 2 and 3. But back home or the source place we'll have the same tuple, means there is no change in the tuple at all. So see here, this is original tuple and inside the function we change the values, but back home or in the source area the values will be the same, 1, 2 and 3. So this shows within the user defined function, if you make the change, if we reassign the values, reassigned values will work inside the function, but back home or the source place the tuple will not be impacted. So hope you understood the concept of passing tuple as the parameter. So let's move to our presentation once again. So see here, after this we'll try to pass the dictionary. So passing a dictionary as a parameter. Passing dictionary as a parameter, this is mutable like list. So modifying a dictionary within the function will affect the original dictionary outside the function also. So let's see. Suppose I have a dictionary. So this is a dictionary and its original values are, original dictionary is my dict is existing value colon old value, this is complete key and value pair, and another pair is another key colon some value, this is another pair. So before function call this would print existing keys, old value, another key and some value. When I make a call to the function user defined function, that is UDF dict with my dict, print after the function call, you'll see whatever I make the changes within the user defined function, means I want to change the values like existing key which was old value, it will be updated by updated value, and a new pair will also be added to the existing dictionary. So the same dictionary will be impacted like the new dictionary, and this is mutable, so the changes will take place in the same dictionary. So the discussion about this is in this block. So see here, means existing value and other values are changed. Now in my collab I'll show you with the example, running example. So see here, passing dictionary as parameter, this is similar to list, dictionaries are also passed by reference. Modifying a dictionary within a function will affect the original dictionary also outside the function. So suppose that my dictionary is existing key, old value, another key, some value, before function call my dict and UDF. Then when I call the function with this dictionary, and there in user defined function I change some values, means I add a pair new key is equal to new value, and the existing key which was a part of the original dictionary will be updated like this. So if you look at when I run, you'll see it will look like before function call existing key is old value, another key some value. When I call the function, the existing key will be updated with the updated value, another key with it will remain the same, and a new pair is also added to this dictionary. So back home we'll have the changed dictionary. Correct. Now next I'm going to discuss avoid unintended modifications. Means suppose you want to change the list or the dictionary, and you do not want to change the original list or dictionary. In that case, this is unintended, because this is not my intention to change it. So I'll keep the original in its shape, and similarly I'll keep the dictionary in its original shape. So this is how we can avoid how to avoid this unintended modification. So here I'll use the copy function to copy a list or copy a dictionary, so that my original list or dictionary will remain unchanged. So see here, sometimes you might want to work with a copy of the list or dictionary inside the function to avoid modifying the original one. You can achieve this using the following method. Means I'll apply the copy function with the list and the dictionary as well. So here I'll pass a list, say my list, like this. So here you see this is my parameter, this is list, and I'll copy this list using the copy function. So my list dot copy. So the copy of my original list will be copied to this variable, copied list variable, and copied list variable, in copied list variable I'll append a value like 4, and I'll also update the value of index 0, that is 100. So inside the function copy function, the copied list means whatever changes I make in this list will be here and will be printed here. But when you come back to its resource place, then you'll see the original list will remain as it is. 1 2 3 modify list, copy original list, and when you come back to the original place, then you'll see the original values. So when I run this, you'll see inside the function I have made the changes 100, 2, 3 and 4, but my original list remains as it is, means unchanged. So this is how, because this was unintended, but we I retained the original list also. So my original list is 1 2 3, and inside the function I made some changes. Then the changes are reflected inside the function, and in my original program the list remains as it was. The same is applied with the dictionary also. So I'll try this with the dictionary. For dictionary, use the copy function again. So you'll see here there is a dictionary mydict, and I'll use a new variable, that is copy dict is equal to mydict.copy, and here I'll update the value or add a new pair, means new key with new value, and existing key with updated value. So inside the function, when I print it, it will print the new dictionary, but my original remains as it is. So see here, this is my original and my dict copy. So original dictionary I am passing to this user defined function, and it will create the copy of the dictionary which will be stored in copy dictionary. And here I updated the values and add a new pair. So in this copy dict variable, a new dictionary will be copied or new dictionary will be maintained. But in my original place, on my original place, I'll see my original dictionary as it was. See here, when I run this, you'll see the impact inside the function. Existing key, so here I have updated existing key, another key pair, this value pair remains the same, and new pair is also added with new key with new value, but my original remains as it is. Existing key is equal to old value, and another key is my some value. So this is how we can say avoid unintended. It can be done using the copy function. So hope you understood the concept of copy function, and you can keep your list or dictionary unchanged even if they are the mutable types. So when you pass these types to user defined function, so they will not be changed. They will not be changed if you make a copy of those types, means list and dictionary, using the copy function. So this is for today, and I hope you understood the concept. Let's come back to our discussion. So in today's video, I discussed how to pass a tuple to a user defined function, and how to pass a dictionary as a parameter, and how to avoid unintended modifications inside the user defined function, so that you can keep your original data as it was. Fine. So we'll meet in the next